Before you call them friend, gotta prove them first. Is there really loyalty when you're at your worst? We need to hit her all like the wire. You're looking for some truth, I'll supply it. If you want it too soft, this ain't them. You gon' choose a law over sin. It's just some uncut gems. It's just some uncut gems.
We was diamonds in the dirt, just grinding in the turf. Our mama go berserk, trying to keep from riding in the hearse. Now we lions in the work, sons of Zion, we the church. Different color fringes is looking vibrant on my shirt until I'm lying in the dirt. I pray to be a fire hydrant with this word, like a geyser on the curb.
Right? Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, let me ask you a question. What's your ethnicity? Puerto Rican, what's your pops? What's your pops? Alright, so what's his? Alright, so what's your granddaddy is on your dad's dad? Alright, okay, but nevertheless, right? Come check this out. Check this out, right? What's your name, brother? Anthony. Right, my name is Isaiah. See what I'm saying? Right, when you look at this sign, right, you find Puerto Ricans and Mexicans on this sign. You see them? What does it say next to it? Ephraim. Right? Right? You believe in the Bible? Right? So have you ever heard of the tribe of Ephraim before? All right, boom. So when you deal with the tribe of Ephraim, right? That was the head tribe of the northern kingdom. Right? Puerto Ricans were the head tribe of the northern kingdom. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, you got that flyer still there, bro? Let me see it. Nah, let me see it. Mama, let me see the flyer, Mom. No doubt. You read it already, little bro?
No, we haven't read it yet. We ordered our food.
I'll praise. I'll praise. Let them read it for real. That powerful literature. Already. So nevertheless, right, the Puerto Ricans, right, come from the tribe of Ephraim. You understand what I'm saying? So you're an Israelite, brother. You understand what I'm saying? The Taínos, those people were Israelites. Even if your grandfather was a so-called Mexican. You familiar with this information? Yeah, it all lines up, right? So boom, if you were aware of this information, you need to start behaving like that though. You see what I'm saying? Do you know what you're supposed to do if you're an Israelite? Nah, you don't, huh? Right? It's time to find out, right? You got time? All praise, right? Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
And now Israel.
Give me Psalms 119 and 59. Go ahead.
It says Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
Go ahead.
And now Israel.
Right, because you were part of Israel, right? Go ahead. Right here.
It says, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So he's asking, what does he require of a man like you, a man like us? Right? Go ahead.
It says, but to fear Yahweh.
Right? You got to learn how to fear God properly. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Thy God, to walk in all his ways.
What it mean to walk in all the ways of God, bro? What that mean, to walk in all his ways? Say what? Be loyal, right? So if he gave you a paradigm, he gave you responsibility, you need to be loyal to your responsibility to him, right? Boom, go ahead.
To walk in all his ways.
Go ahead.
And to love him.
What it mean to love God, brother? You said what? To be loyal again, right? Basically, right? But let's give you the proper understanding of what love is, right? Let me show you something.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
For this is the love of God.
It said, for this is the love of God, right? So it's going to tell you what the love of God is, all right? Go ahead.
That we keep his commandments.
That what?
That we keep his commandments.
What's the love of God, brother? There you go. Easy logic, right? Love is keeping his commandments. Walking in all his ways is being loyal to those commandments that he gave you. You see what I'm saying? Boom. Keep going.
It says, and to love him and to serve the Lord thy God,
right,
with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
What that mean, brother? To love the Lord thy God and to serve him with all thy heart and all thy soul. What that mean, brother? What's up? Give it your all, right? So you find out what you're supposed to be loyal to, and you give it your all to that cause. You see what I'm saying? Right. Keep going.
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
To keep the commandments of Yahweh.
Go ahead.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, right, for thy good.
For thy good. You see that? Because in the end, right, if you stay loyal to the cause that he gave us, right, it work out for our favor. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's what we come out here to do. We come out here to teach our people the truth, who they are, and their responsibility, who their God is, so they can learn how to be loyal to their God. You see what I'm saying? So when you deal with the commandments of God, are you familiar with any of the commandments? You're not, right? You're not. They get some, right? Yeah, I still want this. Let me show you something, right? 59.
This is Psalms 119 and 59.
Go ahead.
I thought on my way.
Are you thinking right now? You thought on your ways, right? You starting to think, right? Go ahead.
And turn my feet into thy testimony.
It said what?
And turn thy feet into thy testimony.
Hey, it's a dog. That's a dog. Go ahead.
It said, and turn my feet unto thy testimony.
It said, I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto your testimonies. Meaning what? If I was going away from what you wanted me to do, I thought about it like you over here thinking, and I turned around. Right? I'm going to go on the right path. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. Yeah.
Verse 6, I made haste.
What?
I made haste.
If I say I make haste, what you think that means? I made haste. I mean I act quick. I thought about it, I act quick. It didn't take me too much thinking, right? I thought on my ways, I turned toward your testimony, I started acting quick, right? Go ahead.
I made haste.
Go ahead.
And delayed not to keep thy commandments.
You said, and delayed not, no delay. Ain't no waiting. You see what I'm saying? Once I find this out, ain't no waiting. I think about it, I'm gonna turn that way, I'm gonna start walking like that. I'm gonna start being loyal to the call because I know really my ancestors was already on this. So whatever I'm doing, I'm not really acting like who I'm supposed to be because I'm not behaving like my ancestors. You see what I'm saying? Right? You behaving like who they created you to be. Right? You see what I'm saying, brother? Right. Keep going. Nah, what you got? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, they cool. What's up? What going on, school? Damn, what I supposed to say to him? Man, I'm talking to him. Yeah. Jay, I can't do nothing with that. That Jake, man, that shit ain't one out there. He gonna have to come holler at me later. You understand? Right? Go ahead. Let me show you a law. All right, go ahead.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 27.
Go ahead.
Ye shall not round the corners of your heads.
Right, go ahead.
Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. What that mean, brother? You said what? All right, it say, read it again. Let's show.
It says, Leviticus 19 and verse 27.
Go ahead.
It says, ye shall not round the corners of your head.
Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Mar the corner of your beard. Right. So you can trim it, you can make it look smooth, but when you deal with cutting it off to where all you got is the goatee, you see what I'm saying? You shouldn't do that, right? Because that beard, that's the distinction between a man and a woman, right? So as much as grows, like for instance mine, right? Because I'm still young, I still got some stuff to learn. I still, I got some experiences, you understand me, to go through, right? Mine's still growing in, but whatever grow, I'm not just gonna cut it off. You see what I'm saying? Whatever grow, I let it grow out. See what I'm saying? You can't mar the corners of your beard. That's the law of God, right? And that makes sense because what? You think about our ancestors and the way we used to dress, right? Let's say you had a twin sister, identical twin sister, right? But every time, like y'all looked exactly like, same hairstyle, whatever. Woo, what would make y'all different? You see what I'm saying? Real simple, right? So what that means, that beard is there for a reason. Ain't no reason to cut it off. Ain't no justifiable reason to cut off your beard.
Can I add something?
Go ahead.
Hey, and I always tell my dad, right, because my dad, he be shaving his beard, and my dad, he's obsessed with lions, bro. And look, when you see that lion, what distincts like a
lioness.
Like a lioness from a lion, or even a young, lion.
Yeah, from a grown lion.
Is that, you know what I'm saying?
That mane. That mane, bro. Exactly. It's that badge of manly dignity is what it is. You see what I'm saying? It's that badge that's showing I'm a man now. You see what I'm saying?
That's my dad.
You gotta take pride in being a man. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So one of our laws forced us to take pride in being a man. You see what I'm saying? That's perfect law. You see what I'm saying? What else you got? All right, so now boom, right? So that's one thing, right, that you can immediately start doing right. You see what I'm saying? That ain't nothing hard to do. You see what I'm saying? My beard grow in, I'm gonna accept that. Even, like, let's say you wanted to trim it down a little bit to where it's like stubble or something like that. just don't make it bald. You see what I'm saying? You shaved it though. You ain't have to though. You see what I'm saying? Don't razor it off. Yeah, go like a 1 to 2 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you can still see the hair follicles. Don't destroy the hair follicles. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's the goal. You see what I'm saying? That marring is okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay, all praise. So you watch us on YouTube or something like that? All praise. Cool. So like somebody told you where we was at?
I mean, I know it's right, but I'm just saying like I don't know like how to approach it.
Right. Okay. What it is one step at a time, brother. That's what it is. Right. And the main thing, right? Give me Acts 8 and 31. Let me show you something, right? Because the thing is, in order for you, because you new into this information, you trying to figure it out, right? But you don't know where to start, right? Let me show you this. 8 and 31.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 8, 31.
Verse 30. Start at verse 30.
He said, and Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah.
Right. So Philip, right? This is one of the disciples, right? He sees somebody reading the scriptures, trying to figure something out, right? Right. Go ahead.
And saith, understandest thou what thou readest?
Right. He asks, do you understand what you're reading? Right. Are you aware of the information that you taking in? Right. Go ahead.
And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me?
What that mean? How can I, except some man should guide me? What that mean, brother? Give me that in Sicarii 6, bow down ear, and thou shalt learn.
6.
Yeah, Sicarii 6. What's up? No, hold on. He said, how can I understand except some man should guide me? All right, so boom, what he's saying is, he humbled himself and said, I'm reading it, I'm trying to know what it means, but it's better if I have a teacher. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is, right, you trying to figure it out, the best step is one step at a time under a proper teacher. You understand what I'm saying? Right, so that's the goal. The goal is to find a proper teacher, right? So how you find out we was down here though? On Instagram? Okay. You don't remember who it was though? You don't remember what city they was in? DTX? Yadi.
Yeah, DTX.
Salah, you had somebody hit you up on Instagram about where we be at camp? That was him, huh? Okay, I'll pray. Your profile link. You just hold this on. Okay. Right. Shalom. I'll pray. 6 and 4. So all right. Sweet language, nah, 5, 4, and 6. Yeah, not good. Damn, man, what is it? Go to verse 15. That's what I want.
This is Sicarii 4 and 15.
Go ahead.
Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nation.
Go ahead.
And he that is attentive unto her shall dwell securely.
So it's talking about wisdom. It says he that giveth ear to her shall judge the nations, right? If you come and you get taught the proper wisdom, you'll get the opportunity to judge the nations, right? And he that taketh heed to her, not only do you hear it, but you take heed, it say what? You shall dwell securely, right? Go ahead.
It says, if a man commit himself unto her,
go ahead,
he shall inherit her, and his generations shall hold her in possession.
Right, so if you commit to wisdom, you're going to inherit her, and your kids and they kids and they kids will have that same wisdom to be able to hold on to. You see what I'm saying? So now instead of a family and the lineage of degenerates that a whole bunch of our people is producing, right? We'll have what? A family and a lineage of wise people, right? And that would be what? More conducive for our nation, right? To keep growing. You see what I'm saying? In a proper manner, in a more positive manner, right? Because that's the goal, right? We tired of being on the bottom, huh? Right? So the only way we'll escape this situation we in is what? Wisdom. You see what I'm saying? And actually executing the wisdom. You see what I'm saying? What you call practical knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Hey, get that brother a flyer. Hey, you would take a flyer, brother? You would take a flyer right quick? Yeah, get him a flyer. Get him a flyer. Get him a flyer. Come on, get him a flyer. What's your ethnicity, brother? Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Check that out, check that out. Right? So, he said, I'm on the move right now. He ain't getting no full now, he ain't getting on. Right? Keep going up.
It says, at the first, she walked with him by crooked ways.
Right, so wisdom, right, she has a way of teaching you. Right? Wisdom has a way of teaching you. You see what I'm saying? She's not going to just give you all the answers at first. Right? She's going to put you through stuff and prove whether or not you really care about it or not. You see what I'm saying? Right? Go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
It says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
Go ahead.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
Yeah, because we can't lean, like you said, go with your intuition. Right? Sometimes that works. But a lot of times, us basing stuff off our own understanding and lead us into a path of trouble. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, in all thy ways acknowledge him.
Go ahead.
And he shall direct thy path.
You see that? In all thy ways acknowledge the Most High. And what's going to happen? He going to direct your path. You see what I'm saying? That's how you dwell securely. Because the Most High, the whole time, the Most High, he's directing your path. You see what I'm saying? Right? Keep going.
It says, for at first she walked with him by crooked ways.
Go ahead.
And bring fear and dread upon him.
Go ahead.
And torment him with her discipline.
Go ahead.
Until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws.
Right. She going to prove that she can trust your soul and try you by her laws. She going to see if you're going to keep these laws no matter what you're going through in life. See what I'm saying? That's the Most High putting you, give me that Sicarii 5 and 7. See what I'm saying? He putting you through a certain 2 and 7, 2 and 6. Right? He putting you through a certain test, a certain level of accomplishment that you got to reach before he say, okay, I can deem you a worthy vessel. You see what I'm saying? You got that? Go ahead.
It says, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord,
go ahead.
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right, because wisdom gonna start tempting you. You see what I'm saying? He say, prepare your soul for temptation. The more you get in this wisdom, the more vexing it'll be. You see what I'm saying? You good, brother? You good? Need some water or something? You good, brother? I'll pray. You following me though? I'll pray.
You want to sit down or what?
All right. I'll pray.
Verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
Right, don't run when it get bad. When wisdom trying to prove you, don't look at it and say, nah, I'm going to just leave this alone. Right, because when you enter this walk, it's called a vocation unto death. It's a job until you die. You see what I'm saying? Knowing who you is and teaching your people is something that once you start doing it, you can't just turn away from. You see what I'm saying? It's a job of the death, so when it get hard, when it get troublesome, you can't just walk away from it. You see what I'm saying? That's what wisdom trying to prove, whether or not you're going to walk away from it or not. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I'm going to jump down to verse 5.
Go ahead.
It says, for gold is tried in the fire.
Right, that necklace you got on, right? It say gold is tried in the fire, right? The only way you prove whether or not something is real gold is what? You put it through that furnace, you got to melt it, then they remold it and all that, right? They get the impurities out of it, and then they see, okay, this is what's left. This is the good, right? This ain't fool's gold, this is real gold, right? It say gold is tried in the fire, right? Go ahead.
It says an acceptable man.
An acceptable man, right? Go ahead.
In the furnace of adversity.
In the furnace of adversity. You see that? So we got to go through these adverse times. We got to go through trials and tribulations to prove whether or not we the man that's worthy of the job or not. You see what I'm saying? Right. So when wisdom start dealing with you like that, with the crooked ways of wisdom, once you start learning, once you start getting this understanding, accept it for what it is, take it on the chin. You see what I'm saying?
I just came out of some wild shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just feel like I've been praying on it 2 years.
Yeah.
I've just been going through hell for 2 years.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a little free now.
Right.
That's what led me to here.
All praise. All praise. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? Give me that
For direct the paths.
What's up?
Verse 18.
Go ahead.
It says, then will she return the straight way unto him.
Right. After she done put you through all that, right? She'll return the straight way unto you, right? After you done had to go through all these trials, she gonna make it clear for you again. Right? Go ahead.
And confront him.
And what?
And confront him.
And comfort you. And comfort you.
And comfort you.
You see that? She gonna make it comfortable for you again. You see what I'm saying? Right? Go ahead.
And comfort him.
Go ahead.
And show him her secrets.
And now you're getting the secrets right now. You see that? You went through all that. Now you're being comforted and given the secrets. You see what I'm saying? But it's up to you to continue in it. You see what I'm saying? You see where we at? You see what I'm saying? We gonna be out here every weekend. That you gonna make the conscious decision to say, you know what? All right, I know where my brother's gonna be at. I know where I can get the answers from, right? I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna link with them as much as possible. I'm gonna start doing this work. I'm gonna start keeping these laws. I'm gonna start being loyal. You see what I'm saying? Because you done been loyal to all other type of shit. Why not? What's up? You see what I'm saying? Right.
I got a precept for what you were saying earlier. Like, you know, now you're here, right? You went through a lot of shit, but now you're here, right?
Right.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
It says, a man's heart devises his way.
Right. Your heart might devise your way, right? You might think you know where you want to go, right? Go ahead.
It says, but the Lord.
But who?
But the Lord.
Go ahead.
Directed his steps.
But the Lord gonna direct your steps. You understand? You might have a certain plan for yourself, but the Most High gonna really direct you where you're gonna go. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happened. You see what I'm saying? Now you in front of us. You see what I'm saying? The most you think you chose this for yourself? Hell no, right? Give me Job 33, I believe. Watch this. Let me show you something. In the middle of the night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right there. I'm gonna start at
Yeah. Boom. Go ahead.
It's the book of Job, chapter 33 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
It says, for Yahweh speaketh once, yea, twice.
Yep.
Yet man perceive it not.
Right. So the Most High, he'll try to give you the breakdown initially. Right. He'll speak once. You might not listen to him the first time. Then he'll speak twice. You might not listen again. Right. Because you don't really realize it's the Most High talking to you. Right. You think you just tripping. Right. Go ahead.
It's, verse 15.
Go ahead.
It says, in a dream.
In what?
In a dream.
Right. When you sleep. Right. Go ahead.
In a vision of the night.
Go ahead.
When deep sleep falleth upon men.
Go ahead.
In slumberings upon the bed.
Right, so the night before, right? Last night, right? The Most High put this in your head last night, right? I'm gonna prove it. Go ahead.
Verse 16.
Go ahead.
It says, then he openeth the ears of men.
What'd he do?
He openeth the ears of men.
While you sleep, you see that? While you sleep in a deep slumber, he opens the ears of men because you don't listen while you're awoke. You worrying about, you got too many of your senses being attacked at the same time, right? You seeing stuff, you hearing stuff, you eating, right? You can't really focus on the spiritual thing because there's so much carnal stuff going on, right? But when you sleep, the Most High do what? He open your ears. You see what I'm saying? Right? Go ahead.
And seal it their instructions.
And he direct your path while you sleep. You see that? He tell you the night before, boom, you're going to do this tomorrow. And you ain't even know it because you was in a deep slumber. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it ended up happening, brother. You don't got no choice. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, now I don't got no choice. I ain't got no other choice but this. You see what I'm saying? And Lord willing, you being sincere. You see what I'm saying? Because that'll be told within the future. Understand what I'm saying? You got a precept?
The kings, like, kind of going into the same thing, you know,
Talking about
the king direct. It's kind of like the one we just read on Proverbs.
21?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, it's kind of, you know, going into that no free will type.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs 21 and 1.
Go ahead.
It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Right, so it's saying the king's heart. Your heart is your mind. Right, the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. Right, your mind is in his hand. Right, go ahead.
It says as the rivers of water.
Go ahead.
He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Right, the same way that a river is controlled by the will of the Most High, your mind is too, your body is too. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you end up out here. So as far as like what you know, right, what questions do you have so far? Right, we can talk all day, but if your questions ain't being answered, it don't mean nothing. Okay. Yeah. Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, appreciate it. Watch this. Go to Leviticus 11. Let's get some. Right? As a matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy 32. For thy good. Go ahead. Verse 31 and 15. 30 and 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
See, I have set before thee this day.
Go ahead.
Life and good.
Right. He said before you this day, life and good, right? That's their law. Right? Go ahead.
And death and evil.
And death and evil if you choose not to follow it. Right? Go ahead.
In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God.
This is how he set before you life and good and death and evil, right? By putting the law in front of you, right? Go ahead.
To walk in his ways.
Go ahead.
And to keep his commandments.
You see the consistency of that? You got to walk in his ways, keep the commandments, right? Go ahead.
And his statutes.
Go ahead.
And his judgments.
Go ahead.
That thou mayest live and multiply.
Right, because that's what Ephraim is literally known as, fruitful. You see what I'm saying? Right, that you may live and multiply, brother. You see what I'm saying? Right, go ahead.
This is Psalms 106 and 3.
Go ahead.
Blessed are they that keep judgment.
Go ahead.
And he that doeth righteousness at all times.
And what?
At all times.
It said, blessed are they that keepeth the judgment and doeth righteousness at all times. You see that? Right? Keep reading.
Right. It says, and his statutes and his judgments.
Go ahead.
That thou mayest live and multiply.
Go ahead.
And Yahweh thy power shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it.
Keep going.
But if thy heart turn away.
But if you don't, right, your heart turns away, right? Go ahead.
So that thou wilt not hear.
Yeah, because you got the opportunity. Give me, matter of fact, hold that. Give me Proverbs 28 and 9. Right? Go ahead.
But shall be drawn away. And worship other gods.
Right, you choose other options. Right? You take other paths of life instead of walking in this truth, right? Go ahead.
And serve them. I denounce unto you this day.
He said what?
I denounce unto you this day.
You know what it means to be denounced? Yeah, it means let you go. Right? I denounce unto you, right? Go ahead.
That ye shall surely perish.
What?
That ye shall surely perish.
He said he's going to put you to death, brother. That's what he said. He said once you know, you're going to get put to death if you don't do it. You understand that, right? All praise. Go ahead.
It says, and that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land.
Go ahead.
Whither thou passest over Jordan to go to possess it.
Keep going.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
Right. He said, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you. Right? So everything, the elements understand what's going on, right? The whole works of the Most High understand exactly what's going on in this moment right here. You see what I'm saying? Right? He calls heaven and earth to stand against you, right? Go ahead.
That I have set before you life and death.
That he set before you life and death, right? Go ahead.
Blessing and cursing.
Blessing and cursing. You got the choice. You want you to be blessed, like he said. Blessed is he that doeth the works of righteousness all the time, right? Or cursing, right? You know what comes with the curses, right? Go ahead.
It says, whither thou passest, it's like it. Therefore choose life.
Therefore what?
Therefore choose life.
The scriptures say, therefore choose life. And we know what? The life comes from actually implementing the laws of the Lord into your life. You understand? Right? Go ahead.
That both thou and thy seed may live.
You see that? Because when you choose the law, right, you choose life, what's going to happen? It's not just beneficial for you, but it's also beneficial for your children, bro. You see what I'm saying? And the rest of your family that just may happen to take heed to you having an actual sincere change in heart. You see what I'm saying? Right? But it's up to you. Get this.
This is Proverbs 28 and 9.
Right, go ahead.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law.
It says, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law. What that mean? You're not listening, right? He that doesn't listen to the law, right? Go ahead.
Even his prayers.
His what?
Even his prayers.
You pray to God, right?
Shall be an abomination.
Is that what?
Even his prayers shall be an abomination.
You see that? He said what? If you turn your ear, you don't listen to the law, they say your prayer gonna be what? It's an abomination. Give me John 9:31. All praise. Go ahead.
It's Sirach 19 to 19.
Go ahead.
The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
He said the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. Go ahead.
And they that do things that please him.
They that what?
And they that do things that please him.
Because you have to be pleasant in the eyes of God, right? If you want the blessings, you got to do things that please him. You're not going to bless your kids. Do you have kids? You're not going to give your kids what they ask for if they're not performing what you tell them to do. It's the reality of it, right? Right? The doctrine of life. It said, go ahead, read it from there.
And they that do things that please
They
him
that do things that please him, go ahead.
shall receive the fruit of
What?
shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
You see that? You're going to receive the fruit of the tree of immortality, which is what? Experiencing this kingdom to get destroyed, and you coming out of it, watching it be destroyed, and being glorified in that body. You see what I'm saying? You get that glorified body and get to reign with your brothers under Christ, brother. You see what I'm saying? Because what? What's in this land for us? Ain't nothing here for us, right? So what good is being here? Right? Keep going.
Verse 20, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom.
What?
The fear of the Lord is all wisdom.
Right, that loyalty to the Lord, that fear of the judgment that might come if you're not performing the righteous acts, is all. That's as wise as you can get. Right? Keep going.
And all wisdom is the performance of the law.
It said all wisdom is the performance of the law. You understand what they're saying, brother? You see that, right? It's all gearing you towards what? Going back and learning the law, like you're saying. Right? Now, some just tell me I need to learn the law. I need to keep the law. Right? So that means what? You need to open this Bible up, crack this joint open, find Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, read these laws, study with brothers, find out what you need to be doing. Right? And everything that you've been doing wrong, when you read it, you say, I need to repent. Right? And I'm not going to do it again. You understand? Because as long as you constantly doing it, right, you leaving us here. We relying on you. We relying on you and everybody else you can influence. You see what I'm saying? We can't just do this alone. You see what I'm saying? We need more brothers here. If we just stuck at these numbers forever, we going to always be here. Right? So we need you to play your part, brother. You need to put your brick in. You see what I'm saying? And they start with what? Keeping the laws of God, bro. You see what I'm saying? Right. Stopping shaving your beard for one. Go ahead.
And the knowledge of
his omnipotency.
In the knowledge of his omnipotency.
Right, that means his power. It's like him being powerful over everything. Right? Him having all the control. Omniscient is all known. Omnipotent means he has power over everything. All right? Being aware of his omnipotence, being aware that the Most High makes all the choices out here. Basically, you see what I'm saying? Right? What you got?
Psalms 1.
Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 1 from the top.
Go ahead.
It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
You see that? Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Meaning what? If you got partners that you know out here being wicked, it means what? I need to back up from them a little bit. You see what I'm saying? I can still show them love. That don't mean I got to completely forsake them. Because if you forsake them, that you forsaking them might be exactly what makes them go over the edge. Forsake means to like let them go. Not be loyal to them. You see what I'm saying? Cut them off. You see what I'm saying? But just because you don't cut them off don't mean you got to act like them. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to step back and be the light to them. Give me Titus 3:3. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
It says, nor standeth in the way of sinners.
No what?
Nor standeth in the way of sinners.
Nor standeth in the way of sinners, right? Because, like I say, if your partners out here going off and you know they're doing stuff they shouldn't be, right? If they see you say, man, look, I ain't on that no more, bro. I learned the laws of God. I learned who I am as a human. I know what I am as a man. I got a responsibility. I got a new cause to be loyal to. You shouldn't be doing that. Because if I love you, I'm not going to let you do that, bro. And I can't stop you from doing it, but I can at least try my best to urge you not to do it. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
Go ahead.
But his delight.
But it's what?
But his delight.
But your delight, right? The thing you're most pleased to do, right? Your delight. Go ahead.
It's in the law of the Lord.
What?
It's in the law of the Lord.
You take pride in keeping the laws of the Lord, right? Go ahead.
And in his law do he meditate day and night.
You see it? In his law you meditate day and night. You see that? It's time for you to come out of whatever you've been doing and start meditating these laws. You got to start reading it though, bro. Go ahead. Okay, Carl, praise.
Verse 3, it says, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water.
Right, so when you think about it, right, you think about a tree. Which tree is going to have more fruit on it? A tree closer to a river or a tree in the Sahara Desert? The one by the river. So you don't want to be the dried up tree, right? You want to be the tree by the river, right? Go ahead.
It says that.
Read it again.
It says Psalms 1 and 3.
Go ahead.
And he shall be like a tree.
Right. If you meditate on the laws of the Lord day and night, right, and this is your delight, right? You take pride in keeping the laws. You shall be like a tree. Go ahead.
Planted by the rivers
You
of
see
water.
that? You're going to be a fruitful tree, right? Go ahead.
That bringeth forth his fruit
Go ahead.
in his season.
Go ahead.
His leaf also shall not wither.
Go ahead.
And whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
What?
And whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
It said, whatsoever you do, when you start taking delight in the law, shall prosper, brother. You see what I'm saying? What you got? Go ahead. 3 and 3.
This is Titus 3 and 3.
Go ahead.
For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish.
Right, because we can accept that right now you was foolish because we was all foolish at one time, right? We was all disobedient at one time, right? Doing what we want to, living like worldly folk, living like our partners that's still out there being wicked, right? At one point we was living like that, right? Keep going.
Disobedient.
Go ahead.
Deceived. Serving divine.
Because what? We were deceived. We was behaving in a manner that we were taught, because we wasn't taught the truth, we wasn't taught the laws, right? Right? Keep going.
Serving diverse lusts.
Go ahead.
And pleasures.
Go ahead.
Living in malice.
Malice, right? Go ahead.
And envy.
And envy, being envious, right? Go ahead.
Hateful.
Hateful, right? Go ahead.
And hating one another.
And hating one another, right? You can see this in our community, right? Most of the people in our community live like that, right? Go ahead.
But after that, the kindness of love of God, our Savior, towards man appeared.
You see that? Now that we got the truth, the kindness and the mercy of the Lord appear unto us. Now now we not blind no more. Now we can see, all right, yeah, we sick as a people. We got some changes that need to be made in our community. We got this, we got that to fix. You see what I'm saying? And actively start doing these things. Right? Go ahead. That's a dude. That's a dude. That's a dude. That's a dude, bro. You heard that?
Verse 5.
Oh, there it goes. It's a fucking dude.
Not by works of righteousness, which we have done.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Card? What's up, baby? What's
But
up?
according to his mercy, he saved us by the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Ghost.
Right, so now with the regeneration, right, the baptism, right, that we talk about in the Bible, that's going into us being given a new mindset. You see what I'm saying? Us changing our ways, us stopping the way we thought at first and going into a different mode of thinking. You see what I'm saying? We shift our outlook. Like I said, I'm walking this way, but I immediately make haste and turn the other way. That's that renewing, that's that baptism. You see what I'm saying? Right, so that's what we on. Nah, brother, this is your baptism right now, brother. You see what I'm saying? Like I say, it's about the washing of the water with the word. Give me that, Ephesians 4. Yeah. Let me show you something, brother. Yeah, Galatians, Ephesians. Gary go, read. Right? Yeah.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 23.
Go ahead.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Start at verse 22.
Ephesians 4 and verse 22.
Start at verse 21.
Fine. Verse 21.
Go ahead.
If so, hold on, let them pass. Hey, get the other one. Oh, you got it.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 21.
Go ahead.
If so be that ye have heard him
Go ahead.
and have been taught by him
Go ahead.
as the truth in Yahushua.
Right, because that's his real name. You knew the real name of Christ is Yahushua, right? Our praises, right? And the truth is in him. Right? Go ahead.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man.
You see that? Put off concerning the former conversation, the old man. Right? The old man, the old dude that you used to be. When you come into the truth, you're not him no more. Right? Go ahead.
Which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
Right, because the old, who we used to be, was corrupt. Because we had all these things that we wanted to do, but they was really wicked things. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And be renewed.
Be what?
And be renewed.
Right, this is that baptism, being renewed. Go ahead.
In the spirit of your mind.
In the spirit of your mind. Right, go ahead.
And that ye put on the new man.
You what?
And that ye put on the new man.
You see that? Put on the new man. Right? That's coming from a mindset. They're coming from a shift in responsibility that you find. You see what I'm saying? They come from what you would call a paradigm shift. You understand? That's put on the new man. Go ahead.
Which after God is created in righteousness.
And what?
In righteousness.
What's righteousness, brother? Yeah, Deuteronomy 6:25. What's righteousness? I'm finna show you. I got you. Watch this.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 25.
Go ahead.
And it shall be our righteousness.
Right? Our righteousness, right? It shall be our righteousness. Go ahead.
If we observe to do all these commandments before Yahweh our
You
power.
see that? It shall be our righteousness if we keep these laws. Right? So what is righteousness? Keeping the law.
That's right.
Real simple, right? Keep going.
As he had commanded
The
us.
same way he commanded you to keep them, you keep them. Now read that again.
Right. It says Ephesians 4 and 24.
Go ahead.
And that ye put on the new man.
Right, put on the new man, right? Go ahead.
Which after God
After God, go ahead.
is created in righteousness.
Is created in keeping the law. The way you become the new man is keeping the law. You see that, right? Keep going.
And true holiness.
And true holiness. That's really what it means to be separated from everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Because you got a world of people that don't keep the laws of God, right? So if you want to be holy, what you need to do? Keep the law. It's simple. You see what I'm saying? You want to be righteous? Keep the law. Yeah. Right. Right.
That's supposed to. Shit, give her,
So you saying like you don't really got nobody no more. Exactly. And you take that as a blessing, right? You look at that as a blessing. All praises, right? Because now you don't got no distractions. You don't got nobody that's gonna try to pull you back like, hey, come holler at me, bro. Like I got this, you know what I'm saying? They play whatever. You see what I'm saying? You don't got nobody that's gonna try to pull you back into that world. Now all you got is brothers surrounded by you that's gonna be willing to say, wait, now we headed this way, brother. You know what I'm saying? We finna go do the work of the Lord. We finna go do this. We finna go that. You know what I mean? That's what we on. You see what I'm saying? Not trying to pull you back into that world and shit.